No, I can't laugh.
People have always told me I'm a positive person with a great outlook in life. I am definitely what you would call a glass half full kind of gal, and I always try to find the silver lining in everything. As cliche as it sounds, I would say that my motto would be to live, laugh and love. And the reason I am able to be like this is because of all the positive people that surround me with their inspiring stories, and what I want to do is give them a voice and to share them with you. Welcome to Kandy Kamera. Welcome back to the next episode of Kandy Kamera. We welcome today's guest, Adam. Woo! Thank you for coming today, Adam. So, Adam's here today to talk about borderline personality disorder, but you can explain. So, one, what is it? And two, obviously, you said about the name change and everything.
Yeah, so borderline personality disorder is dealing with like your emotions and your feelings and its intensity. So I might feel emotions. The best way to describe it is like a fire.
Yeah.
So if I'm sad, it feels like I'm being burnt kind of thing. It's kind of like the worst thing ever. But then on the flip side, if I'm in a really positive, happy mood, I can be over excited and kind of almost manic at times.
So is it similar to bipolar then, in a way, or not really?
A lot of people get diagnosed with bipolar when they're actually got BPD. It's one of those kind of misdiagnosed mental health problems, but they've just changed it. Well, they've changed the name to EUPD, which is Emotional Unstable Personality Disorder. But I think that just makes it sound even worse.
Yeah, it's not a very nice name.
Borderline personality disorder, you kind of sometimes this way, sometimes that way.
Yeah, that's good. So we'll go back to before you were diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
So what was life like before you were diagnosed? Did you know that you had it? Were you quite an emotional person? I mean, I know we're all emotional, but like
I've got
overly
middle child
emotional.
syndrome, so I definitely have always been very emotional.
Yeah.
To the point where people have been like, "There's something wrong with you." I've had relationships where people have just been like, "It's not normal what you say and what you do." And then it was in London. I just kind of went on a massive downward spiral. Went to see a GP and got referred to Oxley's. Not very good mental health people, but I got sent to Oxley's, and one of the first things, because I struggled with my sexuality and coming to terms with it, the psychologist that I saw was like, "When did you decide to become gay?" And I was just like, "What?"
You didn't just decide.
I haven't decided this.
Yeah.
And you're a psychologist.
Yeah.
So anyway, got referred to them, and they were like, "You kind of borderline personality disorder, UPD."
So they diagnosed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to Bournemouth a few months after that, and went to the family GP that we had growing up, and everything kind of snowballed from there, really.
Yeah.
With diagnosis after diagnosis.
So did you feel relief though after you've been diagnosed, or was it more scary?
Bit of both. Like relief because you know that you're not crazy.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really
we're all
bad.
a bit crazy.
But like a bit of relief knowing that there's going to be some help for you. But then also terrified because the impact of mental health and the labels that it has on your work, especially in your friendship groups and everything in your family and stuff. So it took a while for me, even when I got diagnosed, to start telling the family and start being a bit more of a mental health advocate.
But it hasn't affected your work life, has it? Because like you were saying earlier that you've got a good job coming up and everything, which
I have
is great.
got a good job coming up, but it has affected. Like I've had moments of stress at work, and because before I was on like the medication that I'm on now, it was quite intense. So, and I would self-medicate with alcohol, which isn't great. So I've had times where I've had to be signed off work to address the issues that are going on.
Yeah.
But apart from that,
Yeah.
being able to.
So would the medication that you're on a lot of medication, you were saying?
I'm on some.
Some. Sorry, some. So does that have side effects, or do you find it does help? Or?
It definitely helps. When I
Yeah.
first started, you get the side effects are a lot of drowsiness and sleeping a lot.
So what medication is it? Are you?
I'm on quetiapine, trazodone, and venlafaxine.
Right.
So you
Don't
got
know
a
what
mood,
that is.
you got a mood stabilizer, an antidepressant,
Yeah.
and an antipsychotic,
Okay.
and they all worked with each other to kind of
Yeah.
give you the appearance of normality.
Whatever normality is there a normality?
But quetiapine is quite heavy going at first. It really makes you drowsy, and also there's weight gain. So that was kind of another issue that I had with it, because I was gaining weight, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get fat from medication, and I don't want to take it, and that's a whole other.
Is it hard to lose weight on it as well if you're taking it?
It's not. It's just getting motivated.
Yeah, no, I know it's hard. It's very hard.
It's like anything, isn't it? When you gain a bit of weight.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so you feel much better now you're on the medication, and it's sort of.
Yeah, I have
helping you
more
stabilise
good
a bit
days
more.
than
Yeah.
bad days. So
You obviously still get your bad days, and when you get those bad days, is it sort of you have to hide away, or can you? I guess they're all different. I know, but you're really.
If I'm having a bad day and it's like the weekend or something and I haven't got work, I will just kind of stay away, and I won't socialise with anyone, because I'm not great at socialising if I'm in a funk, you know. But if I'm at work, it's just kind of going in, keeping your head down, and just getting on with the day, you know. Oh, it's break time soon, it's lunchtime soon, home time soon, and breaking it down, just so that.
But you're still able to go to work and push through, which is really good. And do you think the medication helps with that? If you didn't have the medication, would you maybe not be able to do that as much?
I think if I didn't have the medication, I don't know where I'd be actually.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think it's
yeah, it's hard, because I think a lot of people don't like medication, do they, and things, but I think in lots of ways it helps. Like we spoke about before, like with my brother with ADHD, and it really helps him just to focus. He's able to go to uni and stuff, and I think there are positive sides to medication.
Absolutely.
And
I think you just need to get the right balance of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the hardest things when you get diagnosed with something, first of all, is things are constantly changing. So you start off on a low dose, and then you build up, and that takes a while for your body to adjust to it. And then you can go the other way. You're over medicated, so you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because not because you don't want to, but because your body is like, I can't. So then you have to kind of come down a little bit. So I would say the first year was probably quite up and down, tricky to
but now you're more
balance.
sort of stabilised, and
to the point where we're now talking about coming off the medication, lowering the doses.
Yeah, but that's really good.
So
yeah, and then obviously you mentioned before as well about like your sexuality as well. So when did you kind of, going back, not decide you were gay, but feel that you knew that you were?
Probably when I was like 6 years old and madly in love with Mark Owen. But not really knowing what it was.
Yeah.
Because you can go, oh, I like Mark Owen, I like Take That, and then looking back, I'm like, I was a bit obsessed.
I
think I was in love.
And was there like a pinpoint sort of when you like told your parents, or did they already know?
So my dad died before I told him.
Okay.
Well, before I got a chance to tell him. But the last things he said to me was, whatever you decide in life, always use a condom.
Oh.
So I think that was his way of being like,
just go careful. Yeah. Oh, that's really sweet.
And my mum.
Oh, bless him.
My mum found out because I'd written a suicide note, and she'd found it. But like I decided not to go ahead, and I'd come home and she was crying, and she was just like, oh my god, what is it? And I had to say it was a phase at first, and then I think it was my 18th birthday, and I was like, I'm going to a gay club tonight, Mum, because I'm gay.
And
And
that
she
was
was
it.
fine with
Yeah.
that,
So
but-
how old were you when you thought about committing suicide? That's pretty big. really young.
It's been a few times.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's because of the mental health condition.
Yeah.
Now I'm more aware of when I'm dipping and things like that.
Yeah, you
whereas
control
before,
it a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a period when I was 14, and then my mum found that out when I was 16. So.
Wow, so young as well, isn't it? For all those emotions going through your head and
I got bullied at school and stuff like that. So
yeah, so it all just.
I could not. And then we lost my dad when I was 14, so that was another. And I had to
trauma,
kind of put the emotions to one side because my brother and sister went and moved away with relatives, and I had to stay at home with my mum and deal with everything. So look after my mum, make sure the bills were being paid, make sure food was being bought.
You had to grow up quickly,
yeah,
really
it was like
quickly.
an overnight kind of. So.
Oh, that's really hard.
It's alright.
I know, but like now it's life's good, and you're married.
I'm married
to Tim.
To Timmy.
Timothy.
Timothy.
And
Delano.
We've got Delano. You gonna come here and say hi?
You wanna come say hello?
No, camera shy. Yeah, well, that's really good though. And how do you try and sort of stay? Are there ways that you try and stay positive all the time and like kind of keep on? I know it's not always possible. Like we're not always just like so happy, but
obviously walking the dog, that gives you kind of time, and music, like I love listening to music. Kind of this lockdown I've been reaffirming my love of Kate Bush and finding all these odd songs that she's covered or done, and just like
makes you feel good.
Yeah, let's listen to it daily. It's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah. That's good, yeah. And so, well, we've touched on like obviously your sexuality and also like the borderline personality disorder. So what would you say to someone now who's maybe just been diagnosed with split? Sorry, I keep calling it split. Borderline personality disorder, and also someone who's, hasn't come out yet, maybe, and wanting to. There's two questions in one there. I know.
I think with mental health, I think with anything, if you're diagnosed with anything, it's just taking the time to kind of go and do some reading about it, and also don't necessarily take what you're being told as fact.
Yeah.
If you're not happy with a diagnosis, if you're not happy with something, go back and be like, actually, hold on a minute. I don't agree with you on this.
Yeah.
Because like I said before, like borderline personality disorder kind of and bipolar, they kind of get misdiagnosed. So someone will get diagnosed with bipolar, and actually they're more borderline personality disorder.
Yeah.
And bipolar comes with a bit more stigma, especially with work and stuff.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't.
No.
But it's just kind of talking to people, finding someone who you can talk to.
Yeah.
And just asking the questions, and then coming out. I mean, it'd be nice to live in a world where you didn't have to come out.
Yeah, I know.
Because no one goes, oh, when did you come out straight? Or
Yeah,
and
I
things
know.
like that. But
there are people out there who feel like they can't, and it's.
I think again, when you're ready, don't ever be pressurised into doing it beforehand. And again, make sure you surround yourself with good people, good friends that are going to support you. And if you've got friends that aren't going to support you and people that are toxic, just get rid.
Yeah.
Like.
Be yourself.
Yeah, and you find your own family, I think, when you're part of the LGBTQIA plus community.
Yeah, good. Oh, well, thank you so much for your time today and all your talks.
That's okay.
And like I said, so we always end on a positive with a quote. So your quote was...
My quote is up the bum and no babies, but obviously you haven't listened to that, heard that quote before.
No, no. But I've heard of up the bum, don't tell mum, but up the bum, no babies.
This is a family show.
Yeah, sorry. Beep. So this is Delano, who
This
we talked
is my
about.
baby girl.
Yeah, she's so beautiful.
She has been great for my mental health.
Yeah. I think all pets are, aren't they? Because you've got a snake as well, you said, didn't you?
Yeah, Barry.
Barry the snake.
Named after Barry White.
Delano the dog.
It's that time again for Kandy Slime Book.
So as I said, you have to
Yay.
dip your hand right in, give it a good old... You need to get right in the slime. That's it. Oh, lovely.
Oh.
And pick out a little
Is this
word.
what female squishy bits feel like?
It is, yeah. What have we got?
Contentment.
Contentment. A bit smudged, but yeah, contentment. So what does it contentment mean to you?
Isn't it something to do with a book?
That's atonement.
No, feeling content.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So what does feeling content to mean to you? There's no right or wrong answer.
There is a right or wrong meaning to the word,
Yeah,
though.
there's a right. Yeah,
Being content with oneself.
yeah so
Being happy.
yes.
Just taking day by day, you know,
Yeah.
like just that was gross.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Good.
and it's not to do with books.
No. There we go.
I was thinking of contents.
Oh, content.
Content.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
god. Woohoo! Thank you so much for watching our video. We really hope you enjoyed it.
Please share and like and subscribe downstairs so you never miss an episode.